So guys, before we get started in the rest of the video, I actually found a way to get rid of those audio glitches, so I wanted to come back to the starter area and look at a couple things, get those scans by Ridley, that way you skip before, talk about something I skipped in the earlier section, so we're going to get back to that in a little bit. So here we are back in Ridley's room, without the audio glitches this time. So we look at this log. Meta Ridley, cerebral casing stable, exoskeleton seal holding, begin umbilical retraction. Basically tells you how they were securing him to the ceiling here. This is the more interesting one. Weapons update complete. Stinger ballistics online, plasma fuel cell online. Essentially, after you kicked Ridley's butt in the first game, they took him back here and upgraded him, put a bunch of weapon systems on him, added some missiles, a plasma fuel cell. This is a grapple point. We do not have research point for this yet, but we will later. As you can see, this is actually a pretty cool looking room. That's about all we've got here. I just wanted to come back and get those scans. Moving on. So, this room. This room has always bugged me. This is the map facility. How do the space pirates get into this room? The only way in is that little tunnel we just took. Let's download the map here to get that prompt out of our screen. But yeah, there are no doors, there's a bunch of windows, but the only entrance in or out of this room is the little hole we just came in. I don't see the space pirates crawling in through that hole. Interestingly enough, these consoles have little hand print places where the space pirates can, scan their hands to get access, but how are they getting in and out of this room? It doesn't make any sense. Well, anyway, just wanted to share that with y'all. We're gonna get back to the main business now. See y'all in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. So I wanted to show y'all something before we hopped in here. The first video came out to be about 45 minutes, but on the menu screen it only says 25 minutes. Essentially the game doesn't count cutscenes or time spent in scans or menu screens as time elapsed. And so, let's say max 5 minutes cutscenes. We spent a good 15 minutes just in our scans alone in that first video, so that's gonna give you some sort of an idea of how this Let's Play is gonna go. So let's hop back on in here. And we are Planetside. This is the hub world. This is the main area of it. Doesn't look quite like it does on the GameCube. The skybox is a little different. I've turned fog off to help the game run a little bit better. Interesting thing of note, this zone here has two different soundtracks based on what part of the game you're in. I actually prefer this starting one. Let's scan our ship. So this time we do get a research log on the ship. Hunter class gunship, registered to Samus Aran. Can return your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, save progress. So essentially it functions like it does in Super Metroid. Hop in your ship, it refills your health, refills your ammo, saves your game. Nice little detail. Now, I only have the single jump at the moment. I can jump yay high. Not high enough to get onto my ship, so at this point in the game gives me a little auto boost to get on. Later when I get the double jump, the space jump, I'll be able to hop up on there on my own. The ship itself is pretty cool looking. It changes in every single Metroid game. I don't understand why, even in the 3 Prime games, they can't keep it remotely same, but oh well. Let's see, we've got some logos on the side here. She keeps the engines running 24/7, I guess, for a quick getaway. Listen to the textures on these walls. You know, you see them on the GameCube, on the original system. I see this emulating 64 games too. They're a bit fuzzier on the actual system and you don't notice them too much. Then you put them on an emulator and they're really sharp. And it doesn't look quite as good. This, I don't remember how this looked on the system, but here... Oh well. Let's see, can I scan these guys? Yeah. This is our first creature, Planetside, if you can call it that, is a tangleweed. Plant life with basic sentience, if tracks in the ground if threatened. Only dangerous to small organisms, tiny barbels. Essentially these things will slow you down when you're walking through them and you can shoot them in order to get them out of your way. After a short time they'll pop back up again. I can't get through here. There you go. There's a missile power up in there that I need the morph ball for. We'll get that later. Same as in there, I believe. Lots of stuff for morph ball I can't do yet. We'll hop down this way. Fishies. So you can see I'm very slow underwater. I can't jump very high, I can't move very fast. That will change later. Let's hop back out of here. Hidden over here. There's things through here, I believe. I don't have the morph ball, so I can't get through there, but there's a door here. By the way, I did tweak some of my settings, and the audio glitches should be gone. Let's see. These guys. Blast cap. Essentially, these are little mushrooms that if you touch them or shoot them, they will explode in a poison cloud. Which doesn't make all that much sense evolutionarily. I guess if they spread their spores when they do that, but, you know, there's a lot of creatures in this game that are essentially self-destructors. They will sacrifice themselves as soon as they see you, and it makes me kind of wonder how the species lasted that long. So you can see they kind of get shaky when you get close. If you shoot them, they pop like so. Or if you touch them, like so. So, not much we can do here right now. There's an area up there. Some cool looking flowers. Can I scan those? I can. I used the right button. Red starburst. So these don't count as a log entry. These are just a little tidbit. Edible flowers. Considered a delicacy in many territories. It says territories. I wonder if that means territories of this planet? But who exactly considers them a delicacy? Let's go up there. This way. Let's continue the story. There's goodies up this way too. If I could make the jump. Scan these? No, we've got some bio... Yeah, we can. Lichen. Low levels of radiation, no matches found in flora fauna databanks. So we've got some glowing blue lichen. We'll comment on that later. Remember it for now. Okay, so in here we've got lots more of that grass. Some crawly guys up here. Interestingly enough, I can't scan them until I actually get into the room. As you can see, I don't get the prompt until I'm inside. New creature, seedling. These guys are little jelly pods that shoot spines at you. They're not that big of a deal. You really won't see them very often. I'm trying to pick these up with my charge beam that I don't have. Okay, so this is the hint system in the game. This will tell me pretty much where I need to go next. I think I'm going to turn that off, actually, because I do not need it. Off. I do want HUD light on. I'm going to get a cutscene here. This is the impact crater, as was mentioned up on the ship. And you can see it's a pretty hefty crater. Here we have some pirate data. Field team reports are in on an age structure of alien design built on the surface of Talon 4. Studies show that this structure projects a containment field. This field bars access to a prime source of energy within a deep crater. The science team believes the field is powered by a number of strange Chozo artifacts. We have found some of these relics and studies on them have begun. As this field could hinder future energy production operations on Talon 4, we must dismantle it as soon as possible. If this means the destruction of the Chozo artifacts, it will be done. Basically, they found a Chozo Ruins that has a force field that is guarding something on the planet, a major source of energy, that is apparently powered by some Chozo artifacts, and they want to get at this energy because they're space pirates and they love any source of power that they can find, and they're not afraid to take apart and destroy whatever they need to get to it. Those artifacts are through here. This is a blast door. As you can see, it reflects my beams right back at me. This actually is a research entry. Need missiles to get through there. Try and hit morph ball that I don't have. Let's back out of here for now. Head up this way. Here we're going to find some of our first real enemies in the game. These are beetles. Burrowing insect. They pop it in out of the ground. Tunnel through rock at high speeds. They have a little... If you see, they slide back and forth once. And then they charge you. If you don't kill them fast enough, they'll pop back underground. Pop back up again. A couple of shots takes them out. Not too bad. Let's see. More scans? Saturnine, iridescent mushroom. Get used to these. We see these a lot throughout the series, especially later on in the game. We'll find some really big versions of these. I like that it gives you a scan of them now. Nothing else in here. Actually, yeah. Guide stem, bioluminescent indigenous weed. So these are little plants that glow that essentially serve as the game's ambient source of lighting in certain areas. Don't you love this music? This game is very good with the atmospheric music. Here's another scan. Sapsack. These things are here to blow up. It's another thing that doesn't make much sense evolutionarily. It has an irresistible odor and sweet nectar. It says it was nearly eaten out of existence. Well, most plants evolve these sorts of flowers to be eaten so that the seeds will be passed on. So that doesn't really, you know, clearly we don't have many biologists on the Metroid Prime team. Evolved an explosive chemical sac, saved it. If you shoot it, it does that. Ooh, there's a big energy. There's another scan. Gives you 20. These pretty much are just ambient creatures. They're not gonna serve much purpose in the game. They can't attack you. Just like these guys. Anybody who's played Super Metroid recognizes these guys. These are zoomers. They walk around. They got spikes. All you do is shoot them. They also have a Big Daddy version. Oh, let's take these guys out first. There he is. He's coming back around. This is the Gamer. Basically the same thing, except the spikes are retractable, and he's pretty much immune to most weapons in the game. So I can shoot him, he puts out his spikes, it doesn't do anything. This stone surface appears too smooth to be natural. If you look at it, it quite clearly is a half pipe. We'll remember that for later. There's a door up there. It does lead to another area. I won't be going there at the moment because there's nothing there. We'll be coming back in a little bit. Gamers, if I shoot this, blows up some of the gamers over here. Not too much. Here we go. These are the good elevators. Chozo Ruins West. They tell you where you're going. You can scan this, but it just says it's active. I don't understand why they give you a scan on that. Nice big chamber here. This is the elevator music you're hearing. I've never been a fan of. But as soon as you step in, you get this cool external view of Samus. She's not much to look at right now with this suit, but once you get the various suit, she's pretty bitchin'. So, welcome to the Chozo Ruins. We'll get a proper intro in a minute. This is kind of the entrance. As you can see, it's desertified. Some ruined structures. I think we can scan one or two of these? No, but we can scan this. This is Chozo lore. This is essentially the Chozo version of the pirate data. Chozo script translated. Obviously, Samus can read Chozo script, since that's where she got all of her stuff. She was raised by them. Let's see. At the highest point of our city lies the Fountain, a wellspring of pure water that flows throughout our civilization. It is the jewel of the Chozo, the life-giver, and yet its waters speak of a clouded future. As we come to understand the paths of time and space more clearly, we have begun to glimpse rough tatters of past and future, glittering behind reality like soft lights behind a curtain. We have seen the fountain in these glimpses pouring darkness instead of water, and we cannot guess what the visions mean. So, as you can tell, Chozo data is always a little bit more sage-like and cryptic than the pirate data. Pirate data is very militaristic. However, one thing they share in common is that all of them are out of order. You don't gain them in order of, 1, 2, 3 chronologically. So if we look in our logbook here, pirate data, we can see this is the first one. We've got the third. This one missing everything in between. So we're getting them out of order, and the same is true of the Chozo lore. This one we just got is actually way down here. We've got 6, 7 before that. So as we progress through the game, we'll get these in bits and pieces, and the story of the Chozo on this planet will come together piecemeal, essentially. Is this scan? No, this is the little Chozo sign. Some rooms you can scan these and they tell you what's ahead. They actually do have a script. Here we go. Welcome to the Chozo Ruins. This is probably my least favorite area in the game. Well, except maybe the phase on mines, but we'll get there. This is my least favorite part though, because I still don't have any of the power-ups, but that's going to change. Up over here, lots of bugs. This part is terrible in hard mode. This game has a challenge mode. Oh, if you look at the gun, you can see after firing a bunch of shots. Well, let's do it again. No, you can't see it now, but you could see it a minute ago. You actually get a little heat trail, some steam coming off the end of the gun. It's a nice little detail they put in. This is a big tree, weakened due to cellular decomposition. This, for some reason, the tree reflects my projectiles. I need super missile to get through that. The blast door. Here we go. Passageway to shrine. Can't get in there yet. Up here, we've got some bugs. These are the war wasps. Specifically, this is their nest. I can't destroy it yet, I need missiles. Basically, each of these nests come with about 8 wasps in them. You can see a wasp. Should be flying around somewhere up there. No? Well, we'll wake them up in a little bit and we'll scan them. There's about 3 or 4 different types of wasps in this game. One of them, a very specific boss fight that is very easy to miss. Let's see some missile upgrade up there. Can't get to it yet. And it's an energy tank up here. Can't get to that yet either. Go down there. Bugs are up that way. Let's go wake them up, shall we? If I had missiles, then I could simply shoot the nest from here and no bugs would come out. But we're going to wake them up so you guys can see them. And I can scan them. Or maybe not. Hello? Okay, well, guess they come out later. Didn't remember that happening. Let's go this way then. These guys are kind of freaky. These are scarabs. Exploding, another creature that explodes in order that it basically self-destructs to protect itself. They block progress and explode when threatened. So these are basically like the little parasites we saw on the ship. They get in your way, you can shoot them. If you walk through them, they hurt you a little bit. Later they hurt you for nothing. They're really more of a nuisance. These guys are cool. These are Oculus. Ion, excuse me. Immobile organisms. Nothing but eyes, basically eyes built into the walls. They shoot a beam of light. I can't kill them yet, but I can do that and stop them. Don't even need to bother with that one. Okay, now they're gonna wake up after this. No? Okay. Well, another Chozo lore. We Chozo are departing now after so many years in peaceful seclusion here on Talon 4. When we came, this place was a refuge for our spirits, a civilization built from native materials, bereft of the trappings of our technology. We were linked to the land here, kindred to the plants and the animals, far away from the machines we had become so dependent on. And so we leave it now, pristine, a testament to the mortal forms we no longer need. We have drawn the veils of time and space aside, and we are withdrawing beyond the illusion, but we will never forget this, the most sacred of our homes, and we will remain ever watchful. So the Chozo are essentially the galaxy's most technologically advanced race, and it looks like a group of them came here in order to get away from all that for a while. Let's hop on up here. There's a missile power up there. Can't get it yet. I think I can scan that sandstone block though. Yeah. there's a number of blocks that can be destroyed. If it is ever listed in red text, that means you can blow it up. Sandstone needs the morph ball bomb. Is that a scan? It is. Poison in the tree leaves. This guy too. Another tree. Elevated toxicity levels in the tree bark. Poison water source. So, these trees are not doing very well. They've been poisoned by something in the water. As you can see, it's all turning red. You guys gonna bother me? Here we go. Okay. These are the wasps. Poor wasp. He's got a stinger. Capable of shearing steel, apparently. Lovely. Another enemy that will dive bomb enemies. They're honestly not too much of a threat. A couple shots. Take them out. Here's a cool little tidbit. This thing is a mirror. You can actually see yourself. This is the only one of these in the game. There's another one later, but you can't actually see your reflection. Apparently, if you look when Samus jumps, she doesn't bend her knees or anything. Okay. And it does reflect your appearance based on which suit you have. It's a cool little effect. Save point up here. Yeah, as you can see, there's one back here, but it doesn't... Wait, maybe it does. Okay. Huh. I know there's some later that don't. Save it all up. More scarabs. If I tag them, I can do that. I'm getting more used to my control setup now that I've got this and my lock on 2 different buttons. Here's a scan. Honor of Talon's Star. So this is basically a sun sculpture, apparently. Not quite sure how that represents the sun, but oh well. This appears to be a sun chamber. North atrium, yep. All kinds of Chozo stuff on the walls. Scan all of this. The only translatable symbol is the word Chozo. Same on this. No. Petrified organic matter is a rock carved in the shape of an eye. So they have carved some eyes into the wall. Okay, guys. Yes, do your business. Bye-bye. So, more of these guys. This. Brimstone. That needs missiles to get through. Concussive blast. Let's see, this is a morph ball tunnel. 1 meter. So yeah. 1 meter, it's about 3 feet. It's about the size of the morph ball. There is this. Can't get through there yet. That is the map room. This area of the game has a lot of backtracking you can do once you get the little power-ups. So these are some creatures that we saw in stasis pods in the ship. These are plasmites. You saw these in Super Metroid 2, especially in the room where you went to go get the X-ray visor, creating light. When you kill them, the room gets a little darker. As you see. Oh. Okay, this is a good time to point out a couple other things about the HUD that I forgot to mention last time. In the top left, you can see our radar. That tells us where enemies are. You can see that one. That's the other plasmite flying around there. The left side is our warning meter. That essentially tells me our proximity to dangerous environmental hazards. So the closer I get to this poison water, the higher it goes up, and when I'm actually in it, it does damage. When I get really close, it gives me a warning. And that's about that. The right side is essentially like you see on the side of an MS Word document. I scan the box? Nope. This is a box. Has stuff in it. You know boxes. More Chozo script on the walls. Can't scan it though. Okay, here's the first boss, quote, mini boss of the game. And our first real upgrade. Let's see. I know I can scan him. Can I scan him yet? Get out of the... Bad Samus. Bridge. There's my missiles. Okay. Let's go get my missiles. Or not. So this guy shoots out war wasps. I believe he shoots out a specific type. And not only can you scan them for a logbook scan, but you can also scan him, which is easily missable. This. There you go, creature. One of the creatures that is very easy to miss. If you look at the left side, he's got kind of a little face going on there. Kind of a totem. Hive Mecha. It's a security unit that works with the war wasps. Basically, he spits them out at you. Yeah, and these are a special type of war wasp. I believe they're a ram wasp. Yeah. These are like the others, except they will charge you when they're red. Again, both of these enemies are easy to miss. If you think, oh, it's just another war wasp, and you don't see that guy. Anything else to scan here? Toxins. I believe that's it. So, let's take these guys out. Sometimes you can stop them in midair. So they'll do that. Hit one side of him. Rinse, repeat. Pretty easy, boss. Wait for them to stop spinning. Actually, stop some of them as they're coming out. See the heat coming off my gun there. Should be the last round. Oh, yep, good night. And there's the missiles. I do not believe these are... No, none of the upgrades count as research. There's a little audio glitch. I thought those were done. Sorry about that. Wasn't too bad. Fire with Y. Boom, 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 boom. An energy tank. Ta-da! And morph ball hole. Can't get through there yet. So let's do a little backtracking after I check some scans. Nothing? Nothing. Okay. So now we can get some stuff back this way. Pick up these guys. They're not a threat, but they will hurt you if you touch them. Can do that. Blow up the nest. Wasn't quick enough, so they still came out. Get out of the water. So, missile upgrade back there. Let that clear out. Also not a research entry. get the map. Through the door. See if this one reflects us. It does. Huh. Maybe they all do. Maybe it's only on the emulator. Here's a map of the zone. Pretty big zone. We'll be going to all this soon enough. There's actually more to this than you see. In typical Metroid fashion, not everything is on the map. Metroid Fusion was really bad about that. Or good about it, however you want to look at it. Ignore these guys. Okay, so if I pop these before I enter the room, then they won't pop out at me. These guys, missiles won't take them out. We'll stop them for a second. Like I said, you need the charge beam. Back through here. It is actually worth shooting these guys now, just because I'm weak enough that they will deal significant damage if I walk through all of them. Later, once you get better suits, you can just plow on through. Hi. Bye. So. Yeah. Hey. What's she doing? Just shut himself off the edge. Let's ignore him for now. Let's head on through here. More scarabs. Just don't pop through those. You see the damage we take from that. Another set. They're really just a nuisance. I don't like these enemies. Just get in the way. Okay, another mini boss. This one's got the morph ball. Kind of get an arena fight going on here. A lot of bugs. This fight is terrible in hard mode. Everything takes twice as many hits. One more? Yep. Now we get the big one. This guy's fun. Quick scan on him. Plated beetle, well-armored burrowing insect. Vulnerable only from the back. So he's always going to face me. His face reflects on projectiles. He's got the same pattern as the others. Left, right, charge. Basically you dodge, you shoot him in the back. Pretty simple. Bye. Nice gory death there, at least for the GameCube. And let's get our morph ball. So there you can see the size fairly well. And we got morph ball. There is something through here. I don't have bombs. I can't get it yet. That'll come soon enough. Once I get bombs, I can also open doors with them. Morph ball is the fastest way to travel, especially later. So now that I have morph ball, go back through here. cruise past these guys. Yeah. Ignore most of these guys. Still can't get half this stuff yet. But what I can do is come through here. If I could jump. Go this way. So we're at that lag. Okay. So this will take me to magma caverns. I can't go through there. There's a bunch of fire. It'll burn me up. If I look through here, this is a spider ball track, magnetic rail track. That's later. Also a bunch of bugs. We're not going to deal with this room yet. We want to be going this way. Come on. Thing is wonky. Through here? Oh. I don't have more ball bombs. I can't get up through there yet. Well. I just misled you guys. So, this is actually a good stopping place. I'm gonna go find a save point. I'm gonna cut it here. Thanks guys. I'll see you next time. Guys, I'm back. I'm dumb. I can do this. Sorry, it's late. I've been up since 5. Moving on. We're gonna find a save point this way. Here's some more Chozo lore. Our sanctuary grows by the day. We chose to know much of technology, but we have chosen to leave it behind on this journey. Our home here on Talon 4 will be a place of simplicity. Structures hewn from the stone, bridges woven with branches, hallways caressed by pure waters. We build around the ancient and noble trees, drawing from their strength and giving them our own in return. All that is wild will flow around us here. Our race will be just one more group of creatures in the knit of nature. It is our hope that such a state will bring with it great wisdom, a greater understanding of the nature of the universe. Once our city here is complete, we will peer inward and discover the truth. So these guys basically wanted to get back to their roots, get away from the technology, get in touch with nature, figure out the secrets of the universe. This can't do anything with yet. I need bombs. There's a missile upgrade. We'll get back to that. More buggies. Some interesting wall formations here. I don't know. This has no significance in the game. You can't scan it. There's nothing going on. It just appears to be a glowing wall. So, this puts us up here with our energy tank. Oh. And the way we go now is up here. I do remember. Oh, now the bugs are up. But turn those back on because I thought I was lost. Hop through here, ignore those little buggies. And those. So you can see the trees have grown through the passageways here. Here's a nice room with plasmites. If I shoot all of these guys, this room will go pitch black. Another Chozo lore. A lot of it around here. As we struggle with the great poison, something stirs at the edges of the vision. It is the hatchling Samus, that's us. We feel her across the void as she hunts the corrupted. Will our fates again be one? As our pride shatters, will prophecy become real? When all strength wanes from the Chozo, will it be the hatchling who fulfills our legacy? True sight eludes us, for the poison gnaws at all vision, leaving seers blind and filled with despair. Truth's blessing may come too late. So, some great poison befell them in their time here. We don't know what it is yet. Get him out of the way. Hop. Hop. You can see a spider ball track above the ceiling here. That's for later. There's also a door here, but this I'll show you guys. First of all, these guys out of the way. Toxin level near 90%. That's pretty toxic. We go in here. Intense heat. It's too hot. Hurts us just being in here. Need the berry suit. We'll be back for that. That's what it would be like if I went down into the normal caverns as well. So, continue on. Ah. These, I didn't get a chance to scan them. I'll get more chances later. Those are shriek bats. They dive bomb you and explode. It makes me wonder how they're still alive as a species, but okay. So this is the great tree. The Arboretum. These guys. Reaper vine. Basically this is a living vine with a scythe at the end. Shoot it in the eye, it backs away. There's more to do in this room, but we're gonna go find a save point. There's a lot to do in here, actually. Save point is up ahead. Bye. This is a nice room that displays the visor technology. Steam in here, and it actually fogs up the visor, which is a really cool detail. As you can see, nice fog effects on the visor there. So, this is a nice room. I can scan some shriek bats in here. Where are they? There they are. Shriek bat. We saw them up in the ship too. Hang on the ceilings. Peak body temperature at 121. Once you get the thermal visor later, you can really spot them that way. Easy to spot with thermal imaging. Roost on cables. Dive up anything that wanders near. So, can't target them until they drop, but I know where they are, so I can shoot them. Save our game. And that's where we're going to stop. Alright guys, I will see y'all next time.